What if everything you thought you knew about life, death, and your purpose was wrong? What if an ancient manuscript, lost for over 1,200 years, holds the key to unlocking the truth about your soul's mission before birth? In this video, we're going to reveal the secret stages your soul goes through before incarnating. Stages that could change the way you live your life forever. You see, this ancient manuscript, known as the Codex Animae, holds within its pages the blueprint for your soul's journey, detailing the sacred process it undergoes long before you take your first breath. We've all asked ourselves, what is the purpose of my life? We search for meaning in the everyday, hoping to make sense of our struggles and our joys. But what if I told you that according to this 1,200-year-old manuscript, you chose everything about your life before you were born, the family you were born into, the challenges you would face, even the lessons you'd need to learn to fulfill your soul's purpose. These were all decisions made long before you took your first step. For centuries, this knowledge has been hidden from the world. It was intentionally erased from history, not by accident, but because it holds power. Power that some don't want you to have. But now, the truth is beginning to resurface. And in the next few minutes, I will walk you through the 7 sacred stages your soul undergoes before being born, revealing a truth so profound that it could forever change how you see yourself and your place in the world. Before we dive into the stages, let's take a moment to reflect on a fundamental truth. The idea that we are born with a purpose, a plan that was chosen long before we even knew what life was. Imagine if you could remember that purpose. How different would your life be if you knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that everything you've gone through had a purpose, and that you weren't just floating through life by chance? The Codex Animae reveals a process so sacred that it has been hidden from the masses for centuries. This manuscript outlines the stages your soul goes through before you are born, and it shows that you are not a passive player in your life. You are an active participant, a co-creator of your own journey. The first stage is what is known as the call of universal consciousness. For many of us, there's a quiet, almost imperceptible feeling that something is missing. It's that inner longing, that subtle discontent, even when everything on the outside seems to be going well. You've probably experienced it before. Those moments when you're staring out at the world, feeling disconnected, unsure of what's truly missing, but knowing that there's something more. This feeling is not an accident. It's the echo of the call that the universe sends out, inviting your soul to return, to evolve, and to experience life again. Now, think about this. Before you were born, your soul heard that call and answered it. You chose to come here, to this very moment, to this very life. And here's the kicker. You chose everything. The family you were born into, the challenges you would face, the lessons you needed to learn. This is not a theory or philosophy. It's part of the sacred process revealed in the manuscript. When your soul hears the call, it's an invitation to grow, to live, to learn. It's not forced. It's not a command. It's a loving invitation to step into a new experience, knowing full well that it will bring both joy and pain, light and darkness. Your soul, in its infinite wisdom, knew exactly what it needed to experience to grow into its highest self. Once your soul hears the call and accepts the invitation, it enters the second stage, the life review. Imagine, before you even step into a new life, you review all your past lives, every action you've taken, and the impact it had on others. This is not a judgment in the way we understand it. There's no anger, no shame, and no guilt. Instead, it's an experience of profound empathy, where you feel what others felt when you made decisions, whether those were of love or harm. Think about the regrets you carry today, the moments where you wish you had acted differently. Perhaps you think back on something you said or did that hurt someone. What if I told you that before you were born, you had already experienced the full impact of those actions from a higher perspective? This is the power of the life review. It's a way for your soul to learn, to grow, and to refine its actions, understanding that everything is part of a larger plan. There is no condemnation, just pure awareness and love. It's in this stage that your soul begins to understand that mistakes are not punishments. Instead, they are lessons, and they are vital to your evolution. Every misstep, every heartache is part of the sacred process that allows you to grow and prepare for the next phase. After the life review, the soul moves into the third stage, the Council of Souls. Here, your soul meets with other beings of light, wise spiritual guides, counselors, and those who have walked beside you in previous lifetimes. This is where the true planning for your next incarnation happens. You aren't alone in this process. The council is there to help guide you, not to tell you what to do, but to offer wisdom, insights, and a loving perspective on the path ahead. Imagine a room filled with light, a presence of peace so deep that you feel truly seen, truly understood. It's here that your soul discusses its purpose for the next life. What challenges will you face? What relationships will you form? What lessons will you learn? It's not about fate or destiny being imposed on you, but rather, it's a co-creative process where you actively choose what you want to experience for your soul's growth. This stage helps you understand that life is not a random event. Every encounter, every challenge, every moment is part of a much larger plan designed for your highest good. The people you meet, the struggles you face, they are all carefully selected by you in partnership with your spiritual guides to help you evolve. Your soul knows that even though these challenges may feel difficult at times, they are ultimately for your growth and expansion. After your soul has connected with the Council of Souls and co-created its path, the next stage is the choice of life purpose. This is the stage where your soul chooses its mission for the upcoming incarnation. It's a sacred moment where you select the lessons, challenges, and transformations you will undergo in this life. The life you are about to live is not random. It is the fulfillment of a purpose that your soul has chosen with full consciousness. In this stage, the purpose of your life becomes clear, whether it's to heal, to teach, to inspire, or to evolve. This is where your soul chooses the mission it will embark on. It's here that you define what your life's focus will be. Perhaps it's to overcome deep wounds, to bring about change in the world, or to develop qualities like compassion or courage. Your purpose is not something you are searching for. It's something you already know, deep within. Every passion, every dream, and every struggle in your life is deeply connected to this mission. The pain you may have experienced, whether emotional, physical, or spiritual, was chosen by you to help fulfill this purpose. The challenges you face are not arbitrary. They are tools that will help you grow and evolve, unlocking the very potential your soul came here to manifest. Once your soul has chosen its purpose, the next stage is the choice of body and family. This is a profound realization. Your soul doesn't just appear in any random body, in any random family. Instead, it consciously selects the body, the family lineage, and the environment that will best help fulfill its mission. Every detail, from your physical characteristics to the circumstances you are born into, has been chosen to align with your soul's purpose. It might be difficult to understand this at first. For many, the idea that we would choose to experience hardship, pain, or trauma can seem impossible. But your soul doesn't see these experiences as mistakes. In fact, it views them as opportunities for growth, healing, and learning. The family you were born into, the struggles you face, and even the challenges you endure are all part of your soul's preordained plan to fulfill its purpose. Imagine this. You weren't born into your family by accident. Every person you meet in your life, every challenge, and every moment you face has been meticulously planned by your soul in preparation for the lessons it needed to learn. Even the painful moments, the ones you wish you could undo, are the very moments that will help you become who you were always meant to be. After your soul has chosen its body and family, it moves into the Veil of Forgetfulness, the 6th stage of the journey. This is a delicate and significant moment. When the soul crosses from the spiritual realm into the physical world, it experiences a form of amnesia. The Veil of Forgetfulness is placed upon your consciousness, allowing you to enter this life without the memory of the higher truths and spiritual wisdom you carried before birth. Why is this important? Think about it this way. If you were born knowing all the answers, understanding the full scope of your soul's journey, and having the ability to see beyond the physical world, life would lose its mystery and its capacity for growth. The veil is not a punishment. It is a necessary part of the game of life. It allows you to experience true transformation, to evolve through challenges, and to discover who you truly are as you navigate your physical existence. But even though the veil covers your consciousness, it is never entirely impenetrable. You might feel glimpses of your true self during deep moments of introspection, in dreams, or through intense moments of intuition. Those moments when you feel an inexplicable sense of déjà vu, when something feels familiar, but you can't quite place it, are your soul's whispers from beyond the veil. These are signals telling you that there is more to you than just this body, this life, and this story. The final stage before birth is what's known as the leap of faith. Birth, this is the ultimate act of courage, where your soul, full of wisdom and light, chooses to step into the dense, physical world, leaving behind the certainty of the spiritual realm. Birth, as described in the Codex Animae, is the soul's greatest leap, a leap into the unknown, where you agree to forget your divine nature, embrace the limitations of the human experience, and face the challenges and joys of life with full trust in the process. In this stage, your soul enters the physical world with pure faith. The moment of birth is described as the leap of faith, because although your soul carries infinite wisdom, it is choosing to forget everything it knows in order to experience life authentically. You don't know how the journey will unfold, but you trust that it will be the perfect path for your soul's growth. At birth, you enter with a clean slate. but the essence of who you truly are is never lost. As you grow, the veil of forgetfulness begins to thin, and you start to experience flashes of the knowledge and wisdom you once held. These moments of intuition, sudden bursts of understanding, or feelings of profound connection to the universe are your soul's way of reminding you of its eternal truth. This marks the conclusion of the stages your soul goes through before incarnating. As we've explored, these stages are not just abstract concepts. They are a part of a deep, purposeful process your soul undergoes to ensure it fulfills its mission on Earth. Every decision, every challenge, every lesson was part of the divine plan you set for yourself before birth. Now, take a moment to reflect. Knowing this, how does it change the way you view your life? How does it alter your understanding of your struggles, your passions, and your relationships? The truth is, you are not just a passive observer in your life. You are the architect of your journey, and the knowledge contained in the Codex Animae reveals the powerful role you've always had in shaping your destiny.